Hello, this is Pumpkin Creek Primitives. I'm Bobby. This is Flosstube number 89. It is August 7th, 2022, and this channel is about cross stitch, my website, and probably a fur baby or two. I hope you enjoy. Hello. I'm back. I'm covered in dog hair and cat hair. I have a small haul. I know, right? I think my Fortnite fabric is in the mailbox, but I haven't been out to the mailbox to get it, so it's sitting there. The hubby was gonna bring it in yesterday, but it hadn't ran yet, and then he forgot today, so it's fine. So just a little smaller haul than normal. I got my fabric of the month from Be Stitch Me, and I get 18 count Ada, and this one's called Heat Waves, and it's gorgeous. And I'll be honest, this was sitting up on my Black Needle Society box with this from last time when I showed that, and it was just sitting kind of like this. Maybe it was more like this, and I thought, you know what? Those birds would look really, dude. Those birds would look amazing on that. It'd be like a sunset, like they're sitting on the wire with the sunset. I have nothing for you up here, and you showed your full-on butthole last week. So can we not this week? Can we not? Okay, and then the other one is Morning Fog. And it is also a really nice color. I love Brandy's color. And I love the fabric. I mean, I stitch a lot on it. I'm a huge fan from way back. Speaking of which, I don't even know if y'all can see me. Speaking of which, really, dude? I got my Nashville market order from her in, and I've got that up on the website. And what I did this time is a little different, because I saw the shop update video by my girl Stacy C Stitches, and I loved her idea and asked her, like, how in the world did you do it? And she told me, and I was like, oh, I have that. I should play around with it more. So I created a little video, and so that just shows the new to the website. And so I plan on, that's my Forbidden Fabrico floss from last week that's still on here. Leave it. It's not for you. I thought, well, it'd be, instead of me holding them up so fast on here, it would be easier to have, like, you know, a 1 to 2 minute video where you guys can just watch it quickly instead of you trying to stitch and me talking, rambling through it, and you having to look up and all the things. So now you don't really have, well, I mean, you won't have to look up as often because I won't be flipping through stuff. I'll still be showing my stitching that I hope you look up and see. But yeah, it just, I feel like it's going to be better. We'll see. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But yeah, I will put the little short videos every time I update the shop. I mean, if I put one item up, it probably won't get updated till like the next one. But I spent a lot of time on that today. Made me feel old. Just trying to make it all work. I think it turned out okay. Still can't post it on Instagram. And I don't know if it's just because it's too long, but Instagram kept saying there's been an error. So I was like, well, oh well. I was trying to give Stacy some credit on there too for her idea. Okay, so the other haul I have is actually the Black Needle Society box. I think it's Christmas in July. I'll unbox it at the end. I'll probably forget. I'll unbox it at the end. That way, if you haven't received yours yet, it's not, your surprise is not ruined or whatever. I've been playing a lot of The Sims. So I actually really thought around with the idea of like not necessarily Twitch, but a separate YouTube channel of doing some videos of me playing. And I don't know. So I started this challenge. It's called the 100 Baby Challenge. Everybody's doing it. And it's been around forever on The Sims. And it has to go through several generations because you're not going to get 100 babies in the lifespan of one female sim. And the key is it has to be a different baby daddy, which can get a little interesting in the game The Sims because when somebody has had romantic relations, they can get jealous if they see you flirting or kissing or anything another sim out in public. And then everybody gets like bad moodlets and runs the party, right? So I had heard, y'all probably don't understand how, if y'all don't play, you're probably just like, okay, lady, whatever. But I think I figured out a way to make it a club, and I called it the Baby Daddies Club. And if I add whoever got me pregnant, if I add them to the club, like part of the club rules is they can't be mean to anybody else in the club. And I, of course, will be the only chick in the club, my sim that I created. So far, I think I have 3 baby daddy. I'm working on the 4th one. And I have 6 children because the lot that I built her house on, you can have traits to your lot. And I made sure that the lot was laying on ley lines, which you would think would also cause ghost, but no, it doesn't. But the ley lines are you're more apt to having twins or triplets. I think you can have triplets. I'm not positive, but I think you can have triplets. So I also bought a reward with her, because she had done enough of her aspirations or enough of things that she wanted to do that, you earn points when you let them do what they want to do. And I bought her to make her fertile. So I'm on ley lines and she's fertile. I've had 3 sets of twins. So I have 2 infants and 4 toddlers because, I'm sorry if this is boring, y'all can just stitch. But to the one person, Micah, out there that I'm talking to. So the rules, there's a lot of rules to the 100 baby challenge. Because it's supposed to be a challenge. So part of the when you have the infants, God, they're annoying. You can't click on them and you can't be them. They just cry and shit. That's all they do. They cry and shit. And so you just have to feed them, talk to them, and change their diaper. Feed them, talk to them, change their diaper. And it's just, and I'm sure, human infants are like that too. So, but I'm just saying. So they're very annoying when you have two of them. And especially when one of them's sleeping and the other one wakes up with their diaper, guess what? The crying wakes the other one up, and it's just, So you cannot age up your infants until it's actually their birthday, which is like 3 days. It's not very long that you're having to deal with them, except for that I have her on a constant loop of having damn twins. And as soon as two of them age up, she pops out the next two. Ugh. So she's not getting any sleep. Her body is wrecked. Oh my gosh. So the toddlers, the rule there is, because in this game you're building skills, like you have them do things that build their skill. And they have to do things for like a period of time, and they get a skill point. So the rule is for toddlers, you can age them up to children when there's like 5 categories. It's like social, like for them to be able to talk, potty train, logic. Oh, it was a Peter nat. Sorry, buddy, I didn't mean to scare you. I don't think I killed it either. Logic. What else is there? Motor skills, so they can walk around and eventually climb stairs. I don't know. Anyways, so once you get all those to at least a 3, and I think a 5 is a max on them, except for potty training, it only goes to 3. If you get those to 3, each one of those skills, then you can age your kid up to be a child. Now, the rules for children and teens are you can age them up once they have an A in school. I think all kids, everybody starts off with a C, and then you have to like do your homework, gain skills, show up to school, show up to school in a good mood, all the things. So I'm right now currently with 4 toddlers and 2 infants. I did not play today because it was stressing me out, because the last two infants that I had just took shifts on which one needed to be fed and which one was shitting. And they were on opposite shifts. And so I literally was constantly in that room handling one of them. And then as soon as I would leave, the other one had the issues. And it's like, you're twins, get on the same track. Just saying. So, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I thought with my face and my commentary, it probably could be entertaining if people enjoy the game. The other thing they've done with the newest update is they have made it to where you can pick your sexual orientation, and you can also be like, I'm not interested in anybody. Whereas before, the Sims game has always been set to you can flirt and woohoo with anybody. And now with this new sexual orientation, if you're a hetero woman, and you can put that you're only interested in men, and so if a woman hits on you, you will reject her because it's not whatever. So part of having to find all these male Sims that are going to be my baby's daddy, I live in this beautiful world. It's an island world. It's a vacation world, and I'm on the water. I have like, my house is on these stilts and it's out in the water. It's gorgeous. And I keep going to the bar, and every single guy that I met the first night, and there was like 5 of them, every time I got in that, we would be flirty and getting our conversation up to where we were friends. And then I would ask them what their sexual preference is. I don't think it says sexual preference. I think it says relationship preference. I don't know. Anyways, all of them were not interested in romance at all. And I was like, what does a girl got to do to get laid around here? I mean, the first 5, one guy was married. I'm like, yeah, come on. Although I have now broken that rule because there's not enough people in my game yet. I'm going to have to travel to other worlds to find guys. I mean, it's very progressive. Yeah, so my Sim, she's doing great. Her body's just a wreck, but she's really good at cooking now. So she's got to feed all these damn babies. So yes, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever do it. I don't know if I'll have the guts, but it's fun. It's fun. And I like watching other people's YouTube videos on it. So, okay. That was a lot of talking about nothing Stitch related. All right, so let me show you my first whip. He's being really good because I'm over here petting him. But the moment I stop that, So in my little piggy bag, I have my pig. I feel like I showed this last time, but I don't think I did. That's where the 2 weeks kind of throws me sometimes. So I did post this on Instagram though. It's white willow stitching and it's the tribal pig. And this was part of my 100. I mean, he's like all in my way. Like I have no desk space. Is that, what's on your butt? I think you got some dry litter there, buddy. I'm doing this on 14 count Ada Natural Rustico. I'd originally started this for March Mayhem or whatever, 2021. So I don't remember how many stitches I get in it. It was just over 100 though. I need to search this. But that is where I am. It's hard to see, sorry. I don't know. I messed it up. Work with me. So his ears and his snout. And I got me a little piggy needle minder. But it's really fun. And I'm using Gentle Arts vintage lace. It's really fun to stitch. This is on 14 count and it's a very large 14 count. And I feel like I'm throwing my needle through it. So, but yeah, that was another project down. I don't remember if this was, it was like 38, maybe somewhere in there. So, hey, I'm chugging along at this goal. And what I'm hoping is I can hurry up because now I'm like down to the ones that, are either completely overwhelming even to put 100 stitches in, like the Clouds Factory Epic Princess. Oh, I'm sorry, am I keeping you awake? So I'm gonna have to push myself to put 100 stitches on them. People can't see how creepy you're being right now because you're below the camera, but I bet they would believe me. Quit staring at me. So weird. Okay, and the next one for my 100 stitches in whips challenge is my Welcome Foolish Mortals by Good Morning Maury. He just smacked me. I think he was after this. But I'm having major deja vu right now, but I know I didn't because I can't pronounce this fabric. So I remembered I haven't had that problem in a while. All right, so this is called Haunted Hitchhikers. I'm doing it on 14 count. I think it's Myrrh, M-I-R-E, Myrrh. Y'all helped me last time, and you know, obviously it did me no good. So it's a tiny, tiny little piece. I love this color. I still have some of this in 18 count in my store. It's bigger than this. It's a fat quarter. This is just the little 1/8, I think. But I basically got that man finished. I got in his little wrinkles in his face. I don't know if you can see it. Got his little wrinkles in and everything. So I got 2 more dudes on the other side of the fence to put in. So, yeah. Oh, it's trying to blow out. But I got over 100 stitches put in that. Yeah, I mean, look at his little He's like, what are you looking at, lady? Yeah, this one, some of the pictures plus you can see the holes real well. That one, do you see how it's like swollen and you can't see any of the holes? I mean, you can tell, I can see like one right in here, but it's really like, almost like a dish towel is what it feels like a terry cloth towel. Like it swole up in the wash and I have a hard time stitching on it, but it's beautiful. Okay, why are we trying to zip up pages? All right. Then today, this morning, I love this bag. This morning I pulled out my ink circles, Get Crackin', so that I could put 100 stitches on this. This was the first thing I think I ever did that was over 2. And I have messed it up completely. I mean, it's fine. It's 32 count ivory Lugana. So at least it was a even weave that I tried, but I don't say who it's by. Oh, because it doesn't say. But no, we're not. No, we're not. We're not playing with that. So I did all the purple. CRAK. And I went by what was on top because I know there's some things that I did not count correctly and they're off. But you know what? I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Okay. I think it'll be fine. So yeah, so I put in, it was like only like 100. Oh, dude, it's like 100. Oh, I think I just saw his butthole. I'm sorry, guys. It was only like 108 stitches, the purple, but you couldn't even tell that's purple. Can you tell it's purple? It's a very beautiful purple. It's a lot lighter than that. Everything's a lot lighter. Oh, well. But yeah, my Mayflower. Why did you leave like a wad of hair? And you got some on my... Yeah. So, I did my... Oh my... I need a lint roller. He just ran his body down this. And anyways, I'm much better stitching on this now that I've got, you know, a little bit more under my belt than when I started this. But it's still like not a good time for me. And I know I say this, it's not that I mean, I can see it. But for me, it's not a fun time. It's when I'm moving from one character to the other. If I had a lot of large motifs where you didn't have to move around a lot, I'd probably be fine. Because like once you get your few stitches in, it's very easy to see where you need to go. Okay, you gonna hold this for me? All right, hold that one for me. Thank you. Okay, so this one, I love this pattern, but I'm gonna have to restart it. This is one of my bags by Sheila. I'm hating stitching this. I'm hating it. The fabric color is gorgeous. And I've stitched on her fabric before. I'm doing it with my Templar Prophecy. I don't know where that thing wants to go. All this new baby hair. Ugh. I don't know if it's just the sulky with this I think I complained about it last time. I can't. It's on 18 count dark sugar plum by Mystic Fabrics. And I was doing this with Stacy Stitches and Sally, which Skate Mom Stitches, I think that's her Instagram. Sally, sorry. Or was that the old one? I mean, the color is phenomenal. I mean, just think about like how all that's popping. But I'm just telling you, I hate it. Let me fold this in half. So, and then also my dumbass didn't pay very good attention that I was only using one thread and I started using 2, and you can tell that this thick part of the flower is too, it's got really good coverage that way. And that flower leaf is all the other thing I did. So I did the thick part here, then realized, ugh, so I only did one thread on the orange part. And the leaf is not sitting where it should. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm done. I'm over it. I don't like it. I'm just gonna have to pick a different fabric. So this will be next year's problem. Yeah, because I mean, it pops so good on this fabric. Like, I'm loving that part. I'm loving the color. I'm loving it. I hate stitching on it. And I thought maybe my sentiments would change since it's been a little while. No. I got 104 stitches in it. Hated every bit of it today. So, I mean, what's she gonna do? I just gotta figure something else out for it. Just see if I've got something else close to that purple in either, sorry. And I'll do a small test area with Sulky. I mean, I have all that Sulky that I bought because I bought the whole, like when they had the big sale, whatever. I bought the whole collection. I don't like it. But I say I don't like it. I think it, like, I don't know. I need to try it on a different fabric. Okay, will you hold that for me? Yeah, good boy. Thank you. Okay, so now this is my work project. So I work on this maybe 30 to 40 minutes, Monday through Friday. If I get my lunch. So it's the Supernatural Stitch Along by Witchy Stitcher. And I know I'm way behind. It's fine. The newest one that was released is a little zombie, and he is so stinking cute. Okay, so this is on 18 Count New Earth by XG Design. It's the green New Earth, which I do not have any more of. I'm very sad. Take my loose threads. So I am currently working on the werewolf. How cute. Oh, this blows out that green. That's okay. How cute is he? It's gonna be so cute. So yeah, I like it. It's so nice and easy to work on for just this short amount of time. So I'm not getting tons done when I am stitching, but it's just, it goes along nicely. So I don't even know if I had the siren finished last video. I don't think I did. So yeah, so she's finished, and werewolf is currently half invisible, but yeah, I think green's really blowing out. It's a little bit more green than that, if that makes sense. Green browns. So I'm going to continue doing this, and it's fine. I'm behind. I'm sure I'll be behind on every stitch along I do. I always am, and I'm not going to let it bother me because there are no rules. You don't have to do what everybody else does. No rules. Okay. So the next thing, which is really technically a new start-ish, I believe this is Colleen's from Grace Note Stitchers. I believe this is hers. It is part of our Rosewood Manor, the Dreaming of, and it's hashtag stop and smell the flowers, RR for Round Robin. And so this is what she's doing. This is the iris. And well, let me show you what I've picked. It's like I've never done this before. I picked this guy. So my choices were this guy. Nope, this way. This guy, this guy, this little guy, or this guy. So basically that. I was going to do this one, and I thought, oh, he's kind of small. And then I was going to do that one. I was like, it's kind of big. And then this one's like, it's kind of big. So that's a good little medium one. So that's the one I started. I haven't gotten very far. Oh, I wanted to see if she has her floss on these cards, that project cards that she made. So it is on 32 Count Lugana. It is called Symphony, and it's by Grace Note Fabrics. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I knew it was an even weave. Roll those back up. This terrifies me, by the way. I mean, terrifies me, and like it's so nice and pretty, and I'm scared I'm gonna get it jacked up because I just shoved my stuff in. So yeah, so is a gorgeous, like, pinky purple gray. And well, sometime today would be nice. So I have the bunny. He looks like a bunny. But that's as far as I've gotten so far. But just, I mean, the fabric's blowing out really bad. It's so pretty. But look at those. Isn't it gorgeous? Like these, I almost feel like the pictures don't even do justice to how beautiful these patterns are. At least I know it definitely didn't on the daisies. Even on the roses, it was so pretty stitched up compared to the photo. So yeah, so I've got the bunny rabbit going. I put in a few stitches, just started it today. So we'll see. I think we mail these at the end of September. I could be wrong, but I think it's like the end of September. So I've got a while. But I am a procrastinator. It's not a good look on me. I mean, I always get it done. I don't know why. I feel like I gotta wait till the last minute on anything. So, okay. Come on now. So I'm putting, I have my own bag for these because I don't know how everybody's sending theirs. And so I've got the, my own bag that I keep it in because I keep using my same scissors, threader, and needle minder and needle, and just switch it out when I get one. Okay. Now, the last thing I worked on, and I basically am obsessed and never thought this would happen to me, ever. All the conversations that I've had with Sam from Sammy Liz, with Sarah from Memphis Sarah, and Leanne from, I think it's Leanne Stitches, but Forbidden Fiber Co. All the conversations that we have had over the past year or so that we've been stitching on Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, through whether it's through our Instagram chats or whether it's when we're Zooming, they all are all about like fancy ladies, especially Sarah and Leanne. They have lots of fancy ladies. And then Sam's got a few. So I was always like, ugh, whatever. And they're always posting stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's cute. It's pretty. It's just not me. It's not my style. But I believe Sarah at one time had said, don't worry, there'll be one that calls to you. And it happened. And it called to me and Fawn at the exact same time at Keepsakes. And so me, her, had the brilliant idea of doing it together. And then Zamia wanted to join with hers. And we're like, yeah. So the three of us all decided to do this. This stitch along. A little picture fell out. Of hashtag Virgin Fancy Lady Sal. And I am doing a Norba Corbett, which I am so glad I picked one because they're smaller. And this is Electra. And she is fabulous. I saw the model at Keepsakes and fell in love. Currently my moon looks weird because it doesn't have the beads in it. So it kind of looks like a double moon. So, yeah, so I'm just slowly starting to like get some of it together. I am doing this on 16 count Anubis by Under the Sea Fabrics. I'm obsessed, people. Heads up. Get my needle minder off here because she can be a little distracting. There she is in all of her glories. And I have to admit, she pops like crazy on this fabric, and I'm loving it. And I only have a couple boo-boos, and I think I can work around them, and so we are good. I haven't done her face yet. She's headless. She actually looks more like Headless Horseman in a dress, since she's holding the pumpkin. But I haven't done her face because I'm really debating on whether I want to do it in called for, or if I want to, oh, excuse me, change her up more like Wizard of Oz witch. Not the good witch. And give her green skin. But I don't know. I haven't decided. So I'm going to get everything in but her face. That'll be last. Like I said, I mean, I am 100% absolutely loving this. I'm obsessed with it. I can't put it down. I've stitched on it every night this week. The only thing I have not stitched on her today. Today, I have not stitched on her. Which, it is, oh, it's 6:30. Yeah, I'll have to be eating dinner. I probably will not, because my husband's home. I probably will not get to stitch on her. Because what I've been doing is like coming upstairs after I bring the dogs in at like 8:30 and stitching for like another hour or so. Yeah. So I probably won't be able to do that because, you know, he'll want to spend time with me and stuff. But I'm obsessed. I cannot wait to start putting in these beads. I'm terrified of them, but I'm excited. I'm going to tell you, some of these floss colors are super scary. They are... See, and I told you I was worried about her floss. They're fine. They're fine. But some of this, like this one, and this one, I mean, they are so bright. Yeah, they are just so bright. But they look good. They work in there. But them were some bright, scary, well, let's face it, that one is too. They are some bright, scary colors. And then, you know, of course that red's pretty bright too. It should probably go in the fire pile. Oh no. What are y'all doing? So then you've got the more muted colors in there. So, yeah. And then the black. But it's like, I can't see that one very well. That blue, let me flip it. Oh, well, that's the black. You're fine. You know what that looks like. So, yeah. So, I mean, these, though, it's so bright. And when I looked at them, I was like, whoa, that is so bright. And I think what's left is very muted. That's what's left. Well, there's a couple blacks in there, but that's what's left is these skin colors and some of the green that goes in her wings. So I'm excited. I love it. I may actually get, I mean, she'll definitely be finished this year. I hope, like, I'd like to have her finished by into August. But I'm not saying that out loud. Because if I don't, I'll be sad. But yeah, loving it. All right. So plans are just going to be the same. The Supernatural, I'm just going to stitch on that at work. Still going to go to town on my Electra. And then I need to get more stitches in the library because, you know, I was bragging we had 6 weeks and I didn't touch it for 2. Yeah, so. Oh, there was one thing I was going to show y'all about. Oops, no, I'm not asking for your help. I'm good. I had taken a photo of something that popped up while I was playing The Sims. I was getting a book. Because you can now knit and you can cross stitch, which I think I've said that before in The Sims. And part of, you can either do it and earn skill, or you can read books and get skill. And so one of the books that popped up was for me to buy was Knitting Volume 3. Knitting backwards with your eyes closed. And the description is as follows, which I feel like as some of you probably are knitters, but definitely cross-stitch people can relate. Genre, knitting skill. For the advanced practitioner of the fiber arts, this book offers advice on advanced stitches, a history of competitive heavy metal knitting, and tips and tricks on how to sneak your latest yarn purchase into your house without your significant other knowing. So I laughed so hard. I thought that was awesome. I don't know. No, because that was on 7:30 when I took that photo. And my last Flosstube was 7:24. So I definitely, that's not a repeat. Yay. Wasn't sure. So yeah, I thought that was hilarious. And then I feel like I think I did read one before where it talked about me using Ada, but on the cross stitch one. So yeah, I thought it was super funny because I'm like, I know I'm always trying to sneak stuff in. So one last personal thing, and then I'll open this Black Needle Society box. I was yesterday years old when I was first attacked by yellow jackets. I take back every mean thing I've ever said about a wasp. Wasp are my friends. I have never. They had built, I think they had just hatched because I've been in and out the back porch. We still have to pressure wash it all and everything, but I've been in and out that porch since we've had the fence, letting dogs in and out, and I stand out there and watch them for a little while. Yesterday I went out and was standing there talking to I gave him pig ears, and, I turned around to go back in the house, and there was something kind of flying low, but near the door. And you know how you just, I took my foot and kind of just like, that's how I do wasps. I just go like this and they go away, they're like, oh, okay, sorry. I was in your space. When I did that, 20 of them swarmed up from the bottom corner of our fixed door. And I was probably stung a good 20 plus times. I don't think they all got me, but I think a few of them got me multiple times. It was on my legs. And I put Chad had the calamine in a spray. So I put those on them, but I have they're not swollen. They're just big welts like this big on the front of my shin, one on the side of my leg, and the other one right in the bend of my left leg, which sucks and they hurt for hours afterwards. Like hours. Now they don't hurt. One of them's starting to itch, which I got hit multiple times. It's now starting to itch. The other two don't itch. So I'll have to put more medicine on it. But, yeah, they got me good. Oh, and then one got me he must have just kissed my middle finger because it doesn't hurt. It hurt for, an hour afterwards, but it didn't swell up. I don't have red. So he must have just kissed it. My husband is my hero because I was screaming like a little bitch. I hurt. Like, I have never. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Dogs took off to the yard. I'm coming in the house trying to also shut the door because I don't want them coming in. And I probably would have been smarter to run off the porch like the dogs because they would have stayed by the nest because that's what they were doing, is trying to protect the nest. My husband killed 5 of them in the house. And then went around to the side and opened the gate to let the dogs into the front yard. And while I watched the dogs in the front yard, he got the home defense spray, sprayed the crap out of the whole area back there, knocked their nest down, and squished all what was left in there, the larvae and everything, and then drowned it, his squishness. So I think they're gone. There was 2 nests. One was up high and up over, and I know they're supposed to normally nest in the ground, but they talk about sometimes they'll nest in the eaves of the houses and stuff. And so that's what we got. One was by our door and one was up in the corner by the outdoor speaker. So yeah, I take back everything I've ever said about wasps. I mean, I get wasp up here And I go over, because big 3 windows behind the couch. I stand on the couch. I say, okay, hold on. I unlock the window. I open the window. And I'm like, all right, come on down. Come on down. And then they'll fly out. I'm like, all right, bye-bye. And I shut the window. This little asshole, I was nowhere near hurting them. I literally was just like, hey, can you get out my way so I can come through the door? And it was a gang. And they all just, I just drive by. Like, they all just attacked me because they're assholes. 100%. Unprovoked assholes. Not sure what good they do. I don't know, but they're assholes. They're Satan's butterflies, and I don't like them. So, yeah. Yesterday, years old, before I knew what that was like. And then I was gun shy afterwards. Like, I literally felt traumatized. I was on the front porch and a big June bug came near me. I was like, ah, don't fly near me. I was like, I can't handle it. And the June bug's like, okay, lady, I'll just go this way. But I'm just like, oh, I can't. And there was a fly early and I'm like, oh, no, Mr. Fly, leave me alone. And then he just kept flying back. Because I think he was just like, ha, she's traumatized. Because he's an asshole too. But yeah, so that's all that's been going on in my world. I'm still driving. I honestly think it is sinus related because, I'm a doctor now. I think when I had COVID, everything drained, moved around and did whatever. And so I was able to drive and everything was great. And then a few weeks ago, I started kind of not feeling good again. I was like, oh no. And, so I was like, well, why after COVID? And I'm like, okay, well now I feel like I'm getting more stuffy and things are, so I had Flonase. And so I started taking my Meclizine like I always do for my ears and a Zyrtec in the morning and doing Flonase. And I feel much better. I feel back to like right after COVID, driving. I'm not feeling, wonky or anything. And so I got an appointment on August 30th with the ENT because the neurologist bumped me back to him. And I'm going to be like, yo, I think it's my sinuses and I think it's my eustachian tubes and I think they're not letting stuff drain the way it's supposed to. Because I shouldn't also have pressure issues. Like I shouldn't have to be driving down the road and feel like I got to pop my ears when there's no altitude. It's straight shot. All right. So I think I have said all the things. I am doing a needlework expo this year. I've got a set things I'm doing. I'm not really doing pre-orders this year. I went bananas at market, to be honest. And I still have a huge fabric order coming in from Fabrics by Stephanie still. And I just have a ton of inventory, to be honest, because I'm crazy and think I have to have all the things. So I'm just kind of slowing my roll a little bit. There are definitely a few things like RATM. I'm always going to have the gobble couples. I'm always going to be able to get them. So if I'm who you normally get the gobble couples from, don't worry, I will have those. You don't have to pre-order or hold a place in line. I will have plenty. Same thing with her Quaker Fantasies, because I think she's got Belle coming out, and I will have, is that true? Yeah, no, that is true. I think so. So I'll have it also. So there'll just be some staples like that. Like there's an amazing Twin Peak Primitives that is a haunted house. It looks like the house that they did like last year, the one I'm working on that I love. But it's a little bit smaller in the sampler, and then there's a bunch of black cats. I'm so excited. It looks amazing. So yeah. I think that is all the big news that I have. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it's a bummer that I'm not doing pre-orders and doing that for Needlework Expo, but I just have to be smart about the business. And the only child mentality of having it all doesn't work. Yeah. So like I said, there'll be a few things that I'm definitely hands down getting, and I'll have, I mean, I'm sure other shops will have it too, but, yeah. So hopefully I'll be gearing up for Market again next year to probably be ridiculous. and buy all the things. So I can't help it. I probably will buy some Fortnite fabric because they have their winter collection, I believe, coming out. But like I said, I'm just trying to rein it in. So I know that's like way TMI probably. Most people don't talk about their business plans out in the open like this, but I feel like we friends and I can just be honest. And yeah, I've just got a lot of inventory. So I need to get rid of some of it before I can place more orders. So, all right, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to have to rent a whole house to have my shop in. But, okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful stitchy week. And please, if you haven't yet, please check out my new arrival video and just let me know what you think. And I will talk to you guys in 2 weeks. Have a wonderful one. Bye. Hey, remember that box I was going to open? So this is what happens. So it's the Black Needle Society. It is Christmas in July. Just so cute. And we got this really cute, which is wrapping paper. Oh, I got some packing stuff in there. I don't want to take it out of this sleeve though. But there are a bunch of different little sheets and it's like wrapping paper. It's so cute. And it's got little like ho 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 and X's and floss. It's so cute. And then we got a little silver and gold Lady Dots Creates trimmings for hangers and stuff. Ornaments. Excuse me. We got a pair of socks, which are peppermint with green tops. And then we got a sucker. And then we got a magnetic needle minder. That is so cute. Whoops. So cute. Little gingerbread house. And then my girl Leanne, she supplied the fabric. And this is called Glacier. It is gorgeous. So pretty. And which I always love it because, like, I didn't know that she, you know, because it's a secret. I didn't know that she had done the box. And so when I opened it and saw, I was like, oh, that's my friend. Which is always exciting. Okay. It's not being a friend right now. There we go. Oh no, I put wrinkles. I'm sorry. Okay. The struggle is real. All right, and so then we got some great little tags. How cute are those? And then RETM provided the pattern. Look at that Quaker snowflake. I mean, it's gorgeous. So gorgeous. And then, how many times can I say and then? We got floss. Ow. The floss is Threadworks. And they're just some good Christmas. Some good Christmas colors. I don't know why this box is being so mean. And that is it for that one. So yeah, I love these boxes. They're always so fun. And you know what else I didn't do? Serial killer trivia. Y'all, it just, you know. I try. I do the best I can. Okay. I thought, nope, that was do serial killers experience fear and no conscience is what we had. So now we have our serial killers and psychopaths capable of empathy. Let's see. There are more opinions on the ability of serial killers and psychopaths to empathize and data to support these opinions than there are of serial killers and psychopaths. First things first, not all serial killers are psychopaths, and not all psychopaths are serial killers. The serial killers and psychopaths people are generally referring to oftentimes merely exhibit psychopathic or sociopathic traits. That's right, y'all can watch him lie. No, don't do it. Dennis Rader's flat effect and monotone voice during his courtroom confession were and still are chilling. That is the type of an image in most people's mind when posing questions such as this. One diagnostic tool, the hair test, also known as the psychopathic checklist, PCL or PCL refined, assists with the diagnostics aspect of psychopath, I can't say it anyways, and other antisocial personality disorders. The results are so remarkably accurate that the subject's test score is often factored into the decision on the length of sentence for those found guilty of violent crimes. I wish y'all could see he's sitting so pretty. You can't see him, he's off screen. Developed by Dr. Robert D. Hare, a researcher and professor renowned in the field of criminal psychology, the study was initially done on prisoners already convicted of violent crimes. The test results offer proof if most serial killers are psychopaths, the majority certainly didn't test as such. Hare began his study with inmates already serving time for violent offenses. They already said that. Okay. For decades, the general consensus seemed to be serial killers lack the ability to feel much of anything at all, which is how they are able to commit violent acts with cold brutality. Recent studies, however, suggest that not only are they capable of feeling empathy, but they are also able to switch the emotion on and off at will. This ability could explain why serial killers are charming one moment and terrifying the next, with people describing such a palpable change that they seem to be a completely different person. It was nearly impossible to convince many of Ted Bundy's associates he was indeed the same Ted abducting and murdering young women. As a matter of fact, several of his supporters remained adamant about his innocence even after the state of Florida put him to death. True. It's creepy. I mean, could you imagine just turn that off, on and off at will? All right. Is it possible for antisocial personality disorders, such as psychopathy, to be passed down to one's children? In the context of nature versus nurture debate, which I did a report on it. I did a term paper on nature versus nurture. It was very good. It was very interesting. It was when I was taking, what class? Abnormal psychology, I think. Anyways, in the context of nature versus nurture debate, a study was conducted that focused on a group of sociopaths who had been adopted as infants. The results showed that the biological relatives of sociopaths were 4 to 5 times more likely to be sociopathic than the average person. Researchers cited these results as further proof that it is easier for bad seeds to blossom in bad environments. What is the primary motive for serial killers? Serial killer motives are usually based on psychological, often sexual, gratification, though the motives may also include anger, thrill, money, and attention seeking. Do y'all feel like these questions are like all over the damn place and not really following like a good line of thought? I mean, I don't feel like this is trivia yet. I feel like this is I feel like I'm reading y'all a psychology book. I'm trying to see, but I know I've read stuff. Ooh, they talk about the Donner Party. Well, that's cool. Yeah, we got to go to page 58 to get there, but Bundy's mentioned again. I was trying to see if this is chapter related, maybe. I don't know. Okay. So, what is the Mcdonald Triad? I bet y'all know. Do y'all know? Do you know? Do you know? Say it now. Do you know what the triad is? All right. Named for the researcher John M. Mcdonald, The Mcdonald Triad, also called evil, homicidal, or the Hellman and Blackman Triad, stems from a 1963 article Mcdonald published titled The Threat to Kill, in which he discussed that in addition to a history of great parental brutality and extreme maternal seduction, there were also 3 behaviors exhibited during childhood that were predictive factors in subsequent violent behavior, especially when 2 or more are present. These behaviors included extreme cruelty to animals, fire setting, and bedwetting. Over time, the Mcdonald Triad became accepted as a standard in the fields of forensics and psychology, even being taught in universities. The problem is, the triad has proved to be compelling but far from fault-free and accurate. In 2009, Dr. Corey Ryan published the Mcdonald Triad, Predictor of Violence or Urban Myth, in which she examined the triad's origins and evolution. According to her findings, there is limited clinical support for Mcdonald's conclusions. So that is where we stop for today. And I would like to add, they are also finding that that may be more than a triad. I don't know what it would be if it were 4 in that way. Because triad is like not saying tri like as in triple, so it's not like quadral. Anyways, they are finding that a lot of them had head trauma as a child. Like Richard Ramirez, he had jumped off of a swing or something and it came back and hit him really hard in the head. And I mean, that's not talking about head trauma to where they are blacked out for a period of time before they come back to. That has been, they are finding that in a lot of them, which could also go into the whole thing with the football players. And I can't think of what it's called. I'm sorry. They talked about Aaron Hernandez having it. But getting hit repetitively and having those concussions over and over again, and how it starts, their brain fires differently. And you're starting to ruin certain parts of the brain that could, they just seem to get more violent. And then a lot of them are committing suicide, football players, and it's very sad when they have this and they're finding all the dangers. So, okay, so now that I get to end this again, yeah. All right, again, I hope you have a wonderful Stitchy, because you know I'm not going to edit that out. So I hope you have a wonderful Stitchy week, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Until then, bye.